Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat 3, and in this episode of our season with Kyle Busch's number 18 Mint M&M's Toyota Camry, we're going to be completing race 4 of 36, which is the Ticket Guardian 500 at ISM Raceway. Sometimes this track is really good for us, it's not a winning track for us, but then other times it's just absolutely terrible, and so far it hasn't been too rough on us in this game. I remember in the Core League we came here, and during all the practice races, I showed the potential to be a contender to actually win the thing because I kept on winning practice races. But then we got the actual thing, and I kept on getting loose. The car didn't want to do what I wanted, and it just wasn't there. I think we finished like 9th or 8th in that race. But today, so far, as offline racing goes, we've been able to finish like in the top 5 and stuff. I think we finished 2nd there whenever we were racing there in the Xfinity Series late in the season. I don't know if that's correct or not. We haven't been able to win here offline yet in these games. I don't think we have, right? So in the last episode, we went to Las Vegas, got our first win of the season, and right now we are 6 points behind Brad Keselowski. Kurt Busch was battling for the win with me at Las Vegas, and that was a good recovery from his DNF at Atlanta. And our past couple of races have been so good that we have recovered from the Daytona 500, which was an embarrassment. Something tells me this could be more embarrassing or like just like the best race yet. It depends on how this car is because it is so hard to get a car to be like, you know, just hit the nail. It's either really tight, really loose, or somewhere in between, and it's hard to get it to be exactly what you want. While I acknowledge the fact that my PlayStation 4 is making really loud, weird sounds again, I don't know if it's like a ventilation, cooling thing or what. Let's just say this track has some great lighting for qualifying, and I think there's an option to race at this time of day for Phoenix in this game. Or not Phoenix, ISM, whatever. But I think with it being at this time for qualifying, that would mean that this is the sunset race. I hate the sunset race. The sunset doesn't look good at ISM in my opinion. At this track, that is. I think it looks good at a lot of other tracks. Keselowski, who I'm trying to take the lead from in the points, got the pole, so that kind of sucks. And then you got the rest of the qualifying results. Danica Patrick, starting 32nd. You should start 41st. And yeah, not even be able to compete because only 4 cars in one race. Well, yeah, that's all the qualifying stuff. Still starting 10th, no one in front of us got into the back of the field, so we got to start on the outside. That just makes my day even more difficult. We're on setup 6, which I think is a little loose for this racetrack. Usually 6 is kind of the standard. I believe that's what I used whenever I did the Core League race here. And that was the problem in the Core League race, is that my car just kept on getting loose all the freaking time, because I guess I was under driving corners trying not to hit people and stuff. But whenever I was doing the practice races, there were less cars, and I guess I had the opportunity to just lead and not have that issue. So in traffic, I guess setup 6 is not good. If we get up front, like in the lead or something, I might just like turn on the wedge. But right now, I'm gonna put on setup 5 so we don't get so loose. Like I came out onto the track and my car was getting loose just like that. So maybe this would be a good call. Maybe not. I don't know. This is a bipolar raceway. Okay. Yeah, Keselowski in the Alliance Truck Parts paint scheme. Chris Buescher got sent to the back. Well, it would be nice if it was someone better than that. So the reason why I'm using this green car is because I don't think I ever considered using a car like this color that Kyle Busch has for like the sunset races. I thought it'd be like a unique idea. I don't know what car I'll use next time we come to ISM. It'll be a different time of day for sure. Okay, well let's just not run everybody over in turn 1. I'm trying not to overdrive the corner, but at the same time I don't want to turn too early and hit the guys on the bottom, so there goes Kurt Busch around us. We're 3 wide. Okay, Kurt Busch is giving us room. We're still 3 wide. Oh, he drove up into me. Didn't want to give me any room. I gotta turn. I'm turning all the way, but they ain't letting me free. This has been an awful lap. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Holy shit, game. Fuck you. It's all you, man. If your driver's not want to give me any freaking room, I get stuck on the outside. I can't go anywhere. And then I get stuck on the wall because physics engine things. Let's just try to dive in a little bit harder. I don't think I should be worrying about my car getting too loose. I would like to try getting stage points and whatever, just considering the fact that that still seems to be in reach in my opinion. Now I'm going to run you up the racetrack. I'm not even turning right now. Like, from how these guys raced me a while ago, I think I should race them back the same way. I see what you mean. Nope, Suarez is going to brake check me. Just trying to not run into him, so that slowed me up the track. This track is just not driving right with the Cup cars. It drove way better with all the other ones. Okay, I'm going to get to the inside of this corner. Nope, my spot. Well, if it ping-ponged, that would have been nice to make my corner easier. You know, you ain't touching the wall. No, and you're not passing me. No. I'm going to be a bitch. I'm Kyle Busch, and this track don't like me. I think this track likes Kyle Busch more in reality, so that kind of sucks. The game would be a little more realistic in that sense. I think some tracks specifically like anyone in this game, but then this one, it just stopped liking me once I came here with Kyle Busch. At least the sunset's not ruining my freaking eyes in this game, because in some of these NASCAR games, like 704, like the sunset actually prevents you from being able to see where you're going. Okay, we're going to make that hard dive onto the apron, the dog leg, I guess that's what they call it in this game. I really want to duck underneath Daniel Suarez if I can. We're making up ground. I don't think we're making up ground quickly enough for us to get back into the top 10. Feisty track. This race is more like a short track than it's supposed to. This is supposed to be a bit more of a speedway than a short track, but that's how it's racing in this one. I'm trying to bump into him the right way so we don't get ping-ponged and all sideways, because that happens in this game. Okay, we're going to dive it in hard this time. Diving it in hard. Underneath Truex. Truex. You are my Truex girlfriend, Martin Truex Jr., because I'm Kyle Busch, and we didn't get along together. Bad relationship. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but anything to pass the time by that I don't like racing at this track in the Cup Series. Okay, he's trying to get a bit of a runoff. Nope, trying to hold it back a little bit. Okay, we got 2 laps left in the stage, and a couple more positions. We'll be in the top 10, so that's points. But Keselowski's probably just having a field day up there. I mean, I like a challenge. There's that. At the same time, the challenge is more the track than it is the freaking AI, and that, just not my kind of combination. We're getting underneath Kyle Larson. We're both getting back on the gas, but my car's going up, his car's holding his line, and now Kurt Busch is underneath me. What is this game? And the stage ends early, so 12th place. We're still going to be on the outside the next restart, aren't we? We got pit stops or no? I don't know. Okay, no pit stops. Left side's 89, 87, right side 71, 81. That right front tire is probably taking some hard braking. That's why it does that. Makes sense. Okay, then we'll get out of here. Kevin Harvick won the first stage. Keselowski actually fell back to 9th place, so that's good. That means he only got 2 points right there. So that means our deficit is like, what, 6 points to 8 points? I don't even know if I just use the word deficit right, because I still don't even know exactly what that means. It's got something to do with statistics. Let's just handle this outside line. See, this time I didn't decide to like turn late so that I could find myself having a better entry to the corner, and I just drove into him. Kurt Busch is trying to get underneath me again. I ain't letting you run me into the wall, bitch. You did it once. That's enough. You do it to me once, shame on me, then do it to me twice, and then shame on you. We'll figure it out at this point. I'm going to stay aggressive. I'm going to keep sticking my nose underneath these guys. We're going to get some stage points this time. I'm trying to outrun Keselowski, and there he is right there. Nose, head, shoulder, feet, and nose. That's not at all how the song goes, but at least it rhymed. Okay, here we go. So you get a top 5 this time. Oh my gosh, how did I turn that into a tongue twister? The car is getting tight in the dogleg. Holy crud. Well, now I've got no one to stick my nose underneath, so I'm kind of just all by myself for the next few corners, and I don't know how I'll fare on my own. We ain't got independent cars whenever it comes to this track, because it's such a short track that you kind of got to rub into people with this, how 704 designs are AI. If you ain't got someone to rub up against, then you're all screwed. Oh, well, I missed the corner that time, because I'm trying to put on such a big block and then dive onto the apron, and then I get back up there, don't have time to make the corner correctly. Well, I got some people to race now, so there's that. We're still beating Brad Keselowski. I almost hit the pit. Well, that's not the pit wall. I don't know what the wall is now. It's just the inside wall. No, Logano. I'm Kyle Busch. I hate you because I'm Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch doesn't like Joey Logano's. Okay, I want to get back up to Kyle Larson again. Slide job a bit. I'm trying to hold off Logano and get to McMurray at the same time. This is ridiculous. Now I got to deal with this Clint Boyer bullshit. Get your nose out from underneath me, bitch. Dang it. I can't make the corner from here. That's a bit of a slide job, but it still ain't working. Nothing's working. Fuck! I can't even stop Kurt Busch. Fuck this whole track. Fuck it all. I can't even get some stage points. Well, at least Brad Keselowski didn't get any stage points, right? Where did he finish? He's just been falling back. I don't know. 23rd? Dang, this race went downhill. He started all the way up there, and now he's all the way back here. I kind of feel bad for him. I'm Kyle Busch. I don't feel bad for anybody. So let's get 4 tires. I don't have any damage to repair, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could, but I don't know if it would actually like fix anything that's worth fixing. And I'm just going to put 1.5 cans, and that'll make it 19 laps. We're going to have some green flag pit stops in here. At least I can guess that we would, unless cautions happen, because I can actually erase the green flag pit stops. So 11th place. I think it was going to be 12th. I don't know how we beat Kurt Busch in the line situation, or maybe the reason why I gave it us 11th because we weren't like in the top 10, so it didn't count before we got in the line and stuff like that. Okay then, so get to be on the inside finally. Got fresh tires, so this car's gonna be easier to drive. In the long run, this is gonna be just as miserable as it was at the end of that stage. I'm trying not to hit Jimmy Johnson, but at the same time, my car can't turn as much as theirs. Oh, the disadvantages, the bias. And it ain't brake bias. You don't even get that in this game, man. That makes me miss inside line a bit without the brake bias. Okay, let's try pulling on Jimmy Johnson a little bit right here because we can use that dog leg. Really want to get my nose underneath Almirola. I couldn't do it at the end of the last stage, and I've been trying to do that this time. I got fresh tires, so it should be more possible. And plus, I've got Jimmy Johnson, which, I don't know, maybe that could help me a little bit. Got his side draft. Well, don't hit him. Don't hit him. Okay, didn't get on the brakes in time right there. See, sometimes it's like it's good to just rub up against somebody and use them up for your corner. Then other times it's like, no, don't do that. That ain't going to work, because then you're going to get yourself wrecked in the process. We're not actually gaining ground right now. Trying to dive it in really hard. Okay, I'm just going to stay on the throttle. Made a big gain in turn 1 and 2 right there. Just got to dive it in underneath Almirola properly right here, if I can. There we go. There we go. Just running him up the racetrack, all casually. That's NASCAR E3 for you. That's the way to success. Gotta race Phoenix more like a short track than a speedway now, just because this is kind of how it all works out. And we don't have rivalries. This ain't no career mode, so they ain't gonna hold a grudge every time we come here. But in career mode, you'd probably make more rivals here than you would at other tracks. So I think it's harder to not make rivals at this track and have a good race than it is at Bristol in this game, which is just ridiculous. Bristol's had some great racing, but in the Cup Series, I don't know about it, because if this track is so different here than in the other two series, I don't know how Bristol will go. Okay, Hamlin's over here running up against the wall almost. We're making up ground. We're having a good run. Thing is, if I just divide this run in half, I'll have a slightly longer pit stop, and I don't know if they're going to be like trying like the best strategy under their green flag pit stops. I don't know. But like, I kind of don't want to run all the way to the end and wear down my tires immensely, but at the same time, if I don't do that, then I'll probably lose more ground for having a longer pit stop or something like that. There's, almost said Rusty Wallace Jr. It's Bubba Wallace Jr. He's freaking running 5th right now. Okay, like what's the stats? 14 laps on fuel, and then there's a tire wear. Oh my goodness! Actually, it was like 19 laps on fuel, then 23 left in the race, which begs me to believe that yeah, we got 14 laps to go and then 14 laps on fuel. So yeah, we did lose a ton of freaking laps just with the cautions and stuff before the stage began. So never mind, we don't have green flag pit stops. We gotta run to the end. Well, I'm just now realizing that. And this is the same length as the Atlanta race was. I'm honestly surprised. It's like we have a bigger fuel tank. And a caution happens. And of course, I gotta come to those restart on the outside again. I told you guys, I'm gonna get him. We're gonna get him at this restart. And then we're gonna get plowed over by everybody just because everyone's got fresh tires and then I don't. Actually, everyone's taking pit stops. Never mind. I don't know what kind of pit stops they're taking. I don't need any fuel. I don't know. Do I want 4 tires? Or I don't want to take 4 tires and then be in last place. If I lose positions for just taking right side tires, then I don't even know what this game anymore. I lost 10 spots. Then what did they do? What did they do in their pit stops? Did they take fuel? They didn't need fuel. Like, how could you have not taken enough fuel to make it to the end of the race last time? But all of a sudden now, all they did was take fuel or something. I don't know what they took their pit stops for then. Everyone took pit stops as far as I was concerned. Okay, I want to get to the inside, but I have no way of doing that, so that sucks. We're 3 wide. Oh my gosh. Freaking Paul Menard running us up the track. Gotta give them all room, man. Almirola's just checking up because he wants to get into this second lane again. Still stuck on the outside. Okay, I'll check up. And rear end you because you're a moron. Yeah, he benefits from it. Okay, Gabe. Okay. You just benefit from the bump and run. Well, I've got fresh right sides. I couldn't have gotten all 4 tires fresh because obviously that would have hurt us even more given what just happened a while ago. Dang it, it's not Almirola, this is Boyer. Get out of the way! I'm trying to dive bomb you and you just cut me off. Fuck you. Okay, another restart. And we're still on the outside. You know, I have nothing against Clint Boyer, but I'm like trying to dive my way in the corner, and then he cuts me off, and he's like, no, you ain't doing that. Well, guess what I am, and you're fucked. Now you're going to have a terrible finish because screw you. This car ain't having good restarts either, so that just makes it even worse. Like, it ain't even going right here. Well, I'm going to try clearing this 32 if I can. Nope, he ain't letting me. He ain't letting me. Now this 96 is out of line. So far, we've made up position since the last restart, though, because we are 14th. We were 16th. Okay, bottom's clear. Better entry for turn 3. Okay, we're going to dive it in hard right here. Try to make something this race. We're getting close to the end. Just running Kurt Busch up the track again like always. I just can't stop running my brother up the track in this game. It's great. We got a chance at the top 10. Gonna dive it hard. The field's all grouped together. This is our chance. We're getting it. Gonna get it. The people that watch this and expect the cleanest of all racing. And like, I didn't expect clean racing coming here. And now I know how the cars drive. It's like, no, I can't expect it at all. Because it doesn't race like a speedway in the slightest. It's such a short track. It's more short track than Bristol or Martinsville is. Well, maybe that's a bit of a overstatement because Martinsville is definitely a short track in this game. It's just you can get around pretty well without the whole dirty racing thing. Well, thank you, Kyle Larson. You actually helped me turn with that little ping-pong physics thing. We got the fresh right sides. Hamlin's right in front of us. I'm going to do it. I'm trying to do it. He's just under-driving turn 3 so much that I can't. I wanted to dive bomb it, but he was just making it so perfect I couldn't do anything with it. White flag is out. Dive into that dog leg. Try to get it. We're going to get him right here. We're going to get him. No! He's holding the bottom so well I can't go anywhere. Can't get my nose underneath him. I can't do anything. I think Joey Logano's blocking the crap out of him. I don't even know what's going on up there. Someone's taking the outside line. That's vulnerable for a dive bomb, but I don't know. I'm trying. I want that top 5. I'm going to get it. 3 wide. 3 wide. All the smoke. Okay, we got it. We got a 4th place finish at ISM. Okay. Yeah, this is the hardest ISM experience this game has to offer. Way harder than Xfinity and trucks. Not proud of how I was racing, but I'm Kyle Busch, so it's okay. I'm supposed to race like that. It'll be a damn miracle if I can make this thumbnail actually look good, given the lighting that I'm about to start working with right here. That is so garbage. Like, yeah, I get it, sunset. Things are not going to look the same, but that's so shit. Okay, but that was an awesome finish. Like, it wasn't for the win or anything, but just to get that top 5 and then also get 4th place because Joey Logano was, you know, having the same battle too. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Take a look at them race results. Okay, it was Kevin Harvick. He was bringing a little dominant throughout the race. He won the first stage, and I didn't even check to see if he won the second one. Actually, no one else has the stage win image, so yeah, he did win both the first and second stages. Chase Elliott, really good at ISM, just can never finish the deal. Got 2nd place today. That's nice to see. And we had a few DNFs in here. William Byron, 14 laps down. Trevor Bayne. And then, where did Clint Boyer finish? Because I certainly just ruined everything for him. Okay, 12th place. I mean, that's probably what I deserve. I just traded with him. I was like, hey, can you give me a top 5? I'll still give you a top 15 finish. And he was like, sure, dude. You're Kyle Busch. You're God. Okay, and then we got the point standings right here. Still 2nd place, this time behind Kevin Harvick rather than Keselowski. Who, yeah, he just freaking, he started so well and then shot back to the field. And I had nothing to do with it. I don't know why his race went so freaking bad. But, I mean, he's still just 5 points behind us. But we are at the moment 7 points behind Kevin Harvick, is that? I'll admit that was a very fun race. And it was probably really entertaining for you guys. But I still didn't enjoy it. Like, it was fun, but I didn't enjoy it. Because I was trying so hard to just use every driver up and then just dumping Clint Boyer out of the way, all this crap just so I can fend for myself. These AI, they can do so much more with their cars, and you got to use them and drag them back so if you can take advantage. It's a feisty short track. It's the most short track of all short tracks in this whole damn game. But it ain't no Iowa. Iowa, you need a custom setup. And I got a top 5 without a custom setup. I was using setup 5. That's pretty tight. I use the other ones that are all freaking loose to spin the race car, and makes me wish I was on setup 5 whenever I did the Core League race, and maybe I would still have gotten the top 5 there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Auto Club 400, Auto Club Speedway. I'll use the Snickers almond paint scheme, just because I used that green car whenever I went here in the Core League, and this one I used at Homestead. I was having a great run at Homestead in the Core League, and then I just threw it away with all these freaking late race restarts and crap. But, yeah, I love this paint scheme. I love almost all the paint schemes this guy has, and I think this would be a good selection with all the red, white, and blue. And this track is really red, white, and blue, too. But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.